Hello everyone. Today we will be learning about the non-verbal communication skill, that is the body language, from chapter number 4, communication skills, from subject community pharmacy and management, presented by KG Saraf, lecturer, KK College of Pharmacy, Nasik. So what are the types of non-verbal communication? First is kinesics, which means the body language. Next is facial expression, then head, eye gaze, gestures, postures, shape of body, personal appearance. So these are all the types of non-verbal communication. From this, body language is a type of non-verbal communication skill which involves a range of signs or signals that the pharmacist can use to communicate his feelings and intention towards patients and other professionals. So, body language can also be said as kinesics. Then we will study about what is facial expression. So, face is the index of our mind. Think how much information can be conveyed with a smile or a frown. Okay, if a person is smiling, greeting you properly with a proper good facial expression, it creates a positive feeling instead of a angry face or a frowning face. So, by facial expression, we can show or we can understand the happiness, sadness, anger, and fear, and much more. Next is head. If someone is moving his head up and down, it means he or she is agreeing with you or saying yes. It is nodding your head. It also means understanding and acknowledgement. If sideways movement of head is there, it means that no, not understood. If a person brings his head down and is looking at his feet or earth, it is a symbol of humility and modesty. So these are the signs which expresses the non-verbal type of communication. Next is eye gaze. That is the looking at another person. If the pharmacist maintains a proper eye contact with a smiling face, then it will reflect that the pharmacist is sincere and engaged. If looking at another person can indicate a range of emotion like anger, grudge, danger, or dangerous look, can tell you something that someone is unhappy or uncomfortable with the patient. Next is gestures and postures. Gestures and postures are the gestures means the pharmacist can use the face, hand, and arm gestures to express or to communicate. Posture means the pharmacist should stand or sit with shoulders back, with hands on his side, and should avoid slouching position. So this is all about gestures and postures. Next is about the personal appearance. Appearance indicates our profession. It shows your nature, your interest, your taste. It can also point out our religious and cultural values. So if the pharmacist is standing with a clean white apron, tidy clothes in a professional attire, it creates a positive way or a positive feeling towards the patient and a professional look of the pharmacist. Next is haptics. Haptics are the touch language. So, for example, shaking your hands or patting at the back. So, use of a sense of touch to express your feelings. It is called haptics. Next is proxemics. Proxemics is the space language. It is that to communicate while keeping a distance is called as proxemics. The amount of distance we need and the amount of space we perceive as belonging to us is influenced by a number of factors like social norms, situational factors, personality characters, and level of familiarity. This was related to proxemics, that the distance between the patient and the pharmacist. Next is about the science. After that, there is artifacts or environmental factors, appropriateness, climate, microenvironments, scents, color, lighting. So all these environmental factors also affect or also are a form of non-verbal communication. Next is silence. Allowing silence in a conversation puts pressure on the other person. Silence can indicate hostility. Silence can indicate disagreement. Also, it can indicate profoundness, such as horror. It can indicate respect. Silence can indicate contemplation. Silence can indicate intentional rudeness. So, the silence can indicate a number of things. It can also can be the creation of a listening space. Silence can also be an indication of empathy. So, the meaning of silence is different in different ways. Next is paralanguage or vocalics. Means attributes of speaking which includes pitch, the voice, the tone, the volume, the tempo, the rhythm, articulation, resonance, nasality, and even the accent of the speaker. Collectively, it is known as a paralanguage. So, tone of voice, pitch, and all these matters. This comes under paralanguage, which we can understand, from which we can understand the mood and the situation by this paralanguage expression. So, this was all about non-verbal verbal communication or body language. Thank you.